Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today you will see the final episode of my series, The Tricky Ambush. This is the last episode of my castle project. I really like this series. I was able to test some new techniques here. I built a new siege machine and designed a completely new tree. Time to show you the finished MOC. Sit back and watch what I've prepared for you in the final episode. The Tricky Ambush is my third castle series. If you haven't seen the previous episodes yet, I encourage you to see them. In the first episode, I discussed the catapult and mini features. In the second, you will see the tree and what techniques I used to build a road. In the third episode, you will see the finished terrain and the first details. In the final episode, you will see the finished project and watchtower. Let's start with dimensions of my MOC. The diorama is 52 stats long by 36 stats wide. The height of the tower including the base is almost 54 centimeters. I know it's quite a lot, and I wanted to build something small, but it turned around as usual. I think the entire project contains 5000 parts. I have a lot of parts in my collection, but anyway, every time I build something, I have to order the missing elements. During the construction of this project, I made 7 hulls. I also ordered a lot of parts for my next projects. I'll start discussing this MOC with Catapult. It was the first thing I built for this project. The Catapult has 187 parts, and the PDF instruction is available. Of course it works, its range is over 1 meter. The tree construction took several days. There are a lot of parts here, exactly 670. Many of you asked me how I build them. That's why I also made an instruction for it, details in the description of this movie. The tree has very natural shape. They can be done in several ways, for each season of the year. I built this diorama in a different way than my previous projects. This time the area is made up of layers. On each side we see a cross-section and 3 layers: rock, soil and grass. I really like this technique, it gives a lot of possibilities. I think I'll do dioramas in this style more often. The road where I placed the Raven Knights was built in the snot technique. I've used a huge number of parts here, but I like the effect. If you are curious how I built it, you must see episode 2. I added a lot of cracks and details here. On the sides you can see also darkened slopes, thanks to which the road adapts nicely to the terrain. There are a lot of details on my diorama. I've built a lot of plants, I really like them. There is a fence next to the tree. I think it fits very nicely. On the right I've built a fragment of the old wall. It's badly damaged. It's time to discuss the new thing that appeared in the final episode, the watchtower. At first I wanted to build some ruins, but somehow I had no idea for this. I figured I built a little tower. Of course it turned out much larger than I thought. During construction I tested some new techniques and details. The most interesting, the roof, I will leave for the end. Let's start with the door. As you can see, I use new 3x3 rendered tiles macaroni. I think that's a very nice idea. I also made windows in similar style. I added 2x2 rendered macaroni tiles here. The walls are very detailed. I put a lot of olive green parts here as moss. On the left side of the tower, I built the first archer post. I added wooden blanks. I think they look very cool. There are another door here, also made with 3x3 rendered tiles. At the top we have another place for an observer. The top also has wooden finish. I really like how reddish brown contrasts with light bluish grey. At the top I also added small details such as goblet, torch and barrel. There is also a little hatch here. Now it's time for the roof. I built it in 1 day, which is much faster than I thought. I wanted to be 4-sloped. I decided to use 2x4 wedge plates here, to keep the roof quite steep. At the bottom I added a second layer at a much smaller angle. I finished joining the panels with tiles. I think it looks very good. There is also a place for my custom flag at the top. I think I've already covered everything, so it's time for zoom up. My diorama is ready, construction took over 2 months. I hope you like this project. I will be glad if you write a comment and give thumbs up. Thanks. What's next? I'm playing a collab with CubeBrick and a second edition of our Siege of Brick series. Before that you will see small MOC from Star Wars. It's ready now, I think it will be on my channel in a week or 2. Okay, that's it, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!